What's up, guys? Today I want to review for you the Goss Radiance Boosting Face Palette. If you've been with me for a while or you've followed me on Instagram, you know that I have mad respect for Goss as a makeup artist and for his products. So his Radiance Boosting Face Palette is a contouring powder, and I wouldn't even call this a highlighter. It is like a radiance boosting powder. This comes in 3 different shade sets. I have the lightest one in light gold. So bronze and sculpt, that's what he calls this. So you've got a bronzing powder and a sculpting powder, which if you look at these, they are so creamy looking, particularly the sculpting powder over here, the cooler shade, that I actually thought these were creams when I opened them, even though I knew they were powders because of watching his tutorial videos on them. So this is in soft gold glow and light taupe. So we've got a bit of a glow and taupe. I've got my base products on, so it's just foundation and setting powder, nothing else. When I have used these powders, since I've been trying them out, I find that I don't need anything else other than these. I don't use any bronzers, blushes, this is your bronzer. I don't use any blushes, and the highlighters, if I add some, are just a really nice bit of a boost because you do get a bit of a radiant finish with this powder here. So I just wanted to show you how I've been using these because I am not big onto the really dramatic, sharp contouring practices. I think that technique was originally designed for runways and stage makeup to create really dramatic features that would show up under bright stage lights. So something softer like this is a little bit more up my alley. So the way that I use this is a really thinly packed fan brush. And I go in, and I like to do it this way because it goes on much lighter and lets me build if I want to, but just creates a much more gentle sculpt. So for me, my cheekbone kind of falls right here. It usually is somewhere around the top of your ear, a little bit higher or lower depending on your features. But I like to just go in really lightly with the fan brush. And since I get kind of that line, I like to sort of drag it downward with the fan. And doing that again with a loosely packed fan just makes it so, again, it's not that dramatic line and then shadow, the way that you would do with like charcoals or something if you were a sketch artist. So I'll go a little bit darker than I typically would, just so you can see really well on the camera, because I know I've got light coming in all around here, and I want you to really be able to see this without it getting washed out. So something else Wayne really recommends is taking your contour from your eye straight back. And he says that what this does is you've got a little bit of a shadow going on here and then another little bit of a shadow going on here. And since you've got shadows or like recession going away from forward, going backward, that brings this forward. It really makes your cheekbone pop. So I've been playing around with that a little bit. Again, I do it really lightly, and we'll maybe just do like a little bit of a wiggle so you don't end up with a harsh line right there. So I'm gonna go in and do the same thing on the other cheek. I think maybe since this side of my face is away from the window, you're gonna get a better view of it. So here I go, just sort of lightly applying and dragging down. So do you see that really subtle shadow I'm creating right there? I don't consider this like a really dramatic contour. So doing the same thing up here, a little bit of like wiggling up and down to create that shadow effect at the temple. And you can kind of see now, even if I blend that out a little bit more, very subtle shadow effect here and here, which is going to make my cheekbone pop, and that's where we're going to go in with the bronzing powder. So for that, I use my typical bronzing brush. This is just I think this is a badger hair. This was an old Morphe brush, but again, the number on it has worn off. If you've seen my recent videos, I've been trying to be better about telling you guys what brushes I use, but that's all I got. It's an angled brush, pretty densely packed. I use this for my bronzer. So now I'm going to go in with this shade here. And this color, look at that. Like it's not really a color. It's just super cool the way he designed this, because I don't feel like I'm getting pigment so much as actual light, which is just incredible. So going in back on this side, shadow there, a little bit of shadow there. And I'm going to take this and just wash it in between where I really want that cheekbone to just look sunny and light. And take a little bit up here on the top of the temples. And you can build this, you can play with this, you can make it more or less dramatic. But look at that. It is so beautiful. I feel like if you watch my Daniel Sandler liquid blush video that I did recently, I was really wowed by the natural beauty of the product. And like I said, I feel like I'm getting that here from Wayne Goss. It's not so much a pigment, it's not so much a shade or a color as it is light and radiance. So when he calls it the Radiance Boosting Face Palette, I get it. I think that he's marketing this absolutely correctly. So just backing you guys away again a little bit so you can kind of see what this looks like from far away. It is a very fresh-faced look. I'm going to bring this bronzing powder in a little bit onto the apples of my cheeks because like I said, I don't usually add blush or anything when I use this product. So adding a little bit to it can sometimes just do the trick. So there you go. That is the Wayne Goss Radiance Boosting Face Palette. Again, I am in shade light gold. You can get these on the Beautylish website. I will pop a link down below for you guys so you can go check it out. I love this product. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye-bye.